Yeah, welcome
Hey,
again.
everybody.
We're here with Courtney, Lisa, and Dasha, and we're just sharing some dish about how single ladies think, aren't we, girls?
Just really quick, because it was interesting during the commercial break, really quick, if you can identify your type, sort of like. You want to start, Dasha?
I like a guy who's almost overly confident as long as he can back it up, and he's got to be clever. So smart and funny together.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm a big fan of funny. If you can make me laugh, you pretty much have me. But like she said, confidence, not cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, awkward is bad, right?
Yeah, you know, geek chic is good, but there's a difference between that and awkward, and awkward is just hard to work with.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Courtney?
Funny and sweet.
Yeah.
You got to be caring.
Oh, yeah.
But you got
That's
to make
cute.
me laugh too.
Right, right. Girls are so into the humor part of it.
I know.
It's funny.
The older I get, the more I appreciate that kindness. You know,
Yeah.
that just genuine kindness in a man.
Considerate, I think, is huge. And considerate is something you can be your whole life, even in a long-term marriage. I think it's important.
Yeah.
What do you want to say about lingerie?
Oh, yeah. How do you feel about it for Valentine's Day? You know, a lot of guys think, oh, maybe we'll get some lingerie for girls. Is it cool, or is it too assuming?
It's too assuming, and that's a gift totally for him. What am I going to get out of it? Am I gonna put this on while I vacuum?
You're gonna be cold.
Roses I can appreciate. The diamond tennis bracelet I can appreciate. Lingerie. That's a
You're
gift
at
for
that
you.
point in a relationship already. If you're already being intimate, you've already been together for a while, and then it's more of an invite for a really great day.
Oh.
But otherwise, as a gift, we're dating. We have some questions and conversations to have first.
A little weird, yeah. Lisa?
Well, personally, I don't think it's a good gift to give a girl because she's got to pick that out for herself and feel confident, make sure it's flattering. I mean, that could be awkward if it's not flattering, you know. And then, you know, some people or ugly, and some people argue that and say, you know, if the guy likes it, then he should be confident because that's what he wants to see you. But it's like, it's lingerie. He's gonna like it regardless.
Yeah.
So just get what works for you.
What about condoms?
Yeah.
We had a really interesting conversation in our audience. We or in our office, I mean, and we kind of struggled with whether or not we should even ask this question because it's like, if a girl has a condom, do you consider her loose or smart if she actually has one, say, on her purse or in her pocket?
I think she's definitely smart. I mean, if she's got the 20-pack, that's another conversation. But you have to be prepared. But it's interesting. I read an article once, and this guy was saying he hates the idea of, you know, when you get to that moment and she goes in her little magic box and breaks out the condom. He's like, give me a chance to show you that I'm prepared too. So guys have an interesting opinion about it, which
that's
I thought
fascinating.
took me by surprise too. But I think she's smart.
Okay.
If she has them, that's her own business. Now, if she's like walking down the street saying, hey, look what's in my pocket, then that's another story because everyone and your cousin knows what she wants to do, and it's now, you know, not classy. So
Classy, yeah.
I think women get that. You know, if a guy sleeps with 25 women, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And if a woman does it, it's like, ooh. So I think the condom question, you know, she can be loose and she can also be smart at the same time. It's kind of a gray area.
You can see both sides of that.
Right.
I kind of agree with Courtney. I think it's tough. It's you know, you have to be kind of open-minded, I guess, as a woman. It might be a generational thing. I think you know, if my parents are watching, they're like, "Oh my gosh, a girl carrying condoms? What do you mean?" Like, what, you know? But the reality of it is that it can be smart, especially if it's safe, if it's keeping it safe.
The condom just in your purse suggests that you're ready to have sex at any given moment, which for a woman, for some reason, raises eyebrows to most people. As opposed to, I know I'm going to this place, I'm meeting this person, and then you're prepared. But just having it as a Girl Scout, you know, in your survival kit, it is something that people may not be ready for. But
That and a little Hollywood fashion tape, you might be a little questionable then. Okay, fair enough. I think that's a really fair answer from all of you, and I think it's an important topic for women to talk about. How about I love you? When is too soon? Do you let him say it first? And is it okay if he says it over a text?
Definitely not over a text. The
the
text
first time.
is a kiss of death. Text is for, hey, I'm running late, see you soon. When it's I love you, that is face to face. And being too soon, you know, you hear about people falling in love on their first date. Like, I know she's the one. I personally have not felt that with a guy, but if you know, you know.
So say it when you know it.
Yeah.
Would you say it first, Courtney?
I have said it first.
Okay.
But I've also kind of known that the guy kind of feels the same way, and he has reciprocated.
Okay.
So, yes.
You gauged the timing,
Yes.
Lisa?
Yeah.
I don't believe in a timeline for saying it. Like, you feel it when you feel it, and that's when you should say it. Whether who says it first, that's you know, whoever's feeling it. And I agree, no texting, because that's a very meaningful phrase and it's a game changer for a lot of people. So you've got to see the faces. You can't be behind a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dasha?
I think there is, well, maybe not so much a timeline, but once I feel it, still gonna wait just to make sure, because you want to feel that, and it's like doing this double blind, making sure that I'm just not being emotional, I'm just not caught up in the fairy tale, because we all swallow the Cinderella story, just to really make sure. So you feel it, but you hesitate, and then maybe say it. I don't mind saying it first.
Yeah, research shows guys almost always say it sooner and are first to say it, which I think is interesting.
First.
Yeah, because it happens to her all the time.
I mean, they're just lining up to tell me how in love they are.
We loved having you guys on the show today.
Thank
It was
you.
fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Come back soon.
Yeah.